This is a map of all of the history of the expulsion of the Jews in Europe. They've been like, I have never seen a minority being kicked around this much, right? And of course this comes back to the, the whole idea about the original sin, that you have betrayed Jesus Christ, the blood of Jesus is on your hands. And then comes the 11th century. At that time, Jewish people were not allowed to own land. They were just peasants. Even some of the professions they were not even allowed to participate in. But they were allowed to do one thing, usury, money lending, because it was prohibited by the Catholic Church to engage into that. So what happens when you work in money? You get richer, right? And those Jews lived in ghettos. Now, ghettos was not just like isolated neighborhoods in cities. Sometimes ghettos were outside the cities. This is like how isolated they were. And in those ghettos, they have to pay gold to the mayor or the governor or the prince or the noble. So they would see, you're getting richer. I need more taxes. So they pay tax. What happens when you have a business and they increase your rent? You increase your service, increase the taxes, increase the... So what happened? The Christians started to default. And suddenly, the image of the greedy Jew was created. This was created because of their conditions. And it became worse in 1095, when Pope Urban II called for the first crusade to go and save the birth of Jesus from the unbelievers Muslim. And this crusade did not kill a single Muslim. You know how many people they killed? 2,000 Jews. And suddenly this was like a conflict, a hate, a problem that we didn't have to do anything with. This was basically pushed on us by the Europeans.
When Jews were being beaten in the world, Muslims gave them aid and support. When they were being beaten by Romans, Muslims gave them shelter. When they were being beaten by Byzantines, Muslims gave them shelter. When they were being beaten by Christians in Spain, Muslims gave them shelter. And when they were being beaten by Hitler in Germany, Muslims gave them shelter. Germany destroyed our homes, please you don't destroy our hopes. This was what the Jews said when seeking help from us. We provided them with food, clothes and shelter, and still they are attacking our women and children. They are bombing us and cutting our food and water supply. This is the agenda of Westerners. They've done the same in India for 200 years. And their followers in India are supporting them. And the two-state theory should be implemented. Palestine will rule independently from Jerusalem to the surrounding areas, and Israel will rule from Tel Aviv. A tyrant like Netanyahu is not understanding this whole issue.